it's a ghetto, full of magazines, full clips, and heavy metal when the smoke settles. I'm just looking for a big yellow. It's 6-inch stilettos, Dr. Dre. Hello. Percolating, keep 'em waiting while you sitting there hating. Your bitch is hyperventilating, hoping that we penetrating. You get snating, cause I never been to Satan. For hardcore administrating, gangbang affiliating. MC Winner had you wildin' off a zone and a whole half a gallon. Get the dialing, 911 emergency. You can tell him, it's my son, he's hurting me and he's a felon. On parole for robbery, ain't no copping a plea. Ain't no stopping the G. I'm in the 6, you got to hop in the 3. Company monopoly, you handle shit sloppily. I drop a key properly. They call me the Don Dada, pop a collar, drop a dollar. If you hear me, you can holler, even Rockwaller. Follow the Impala, wanna talk about this concrete nigga? I'm a scholar, the incredible, heterosexual, credible. Bag a hoe, let it go, dick ain't edible, nigga ain't federal. I plan shit while you handpick, motherfuckers giving up transfer.
Feeling blows up your spot. Take your notebook, your bitch, and your clock. This motherfucker thought the coochie had a padlock. You slapped her ass, that's alarming. Cause she want my worm like Carmen. We chin check niggas, them thin check niggas. Run trains on gold diggers, beware these faux niggas. Scare motherfuckers like Stephen King flicks. Making niggas clear the room like a dyke fleeing dick. Making second to none shit, nigga like quick. So when I bound first, nigga, who you rolling with? Fuck that ice on your wrist, fuck your fine ass bitch. Cause you can lose it in a tussle, nigga, watch me hustle. Watch niggas kiss my ass without flexing a muscle. Bitches all in the back, they knees waiting to buckle. Same time, same channel, don't change the dial. Niggas for life, fucking your wife, these niggas wild. Hello, I started this gangsta shit, and it's the motherfucking thanks I get. Hello,
I started this gangster shit, and it's the motherfucking thanks I get.
hello.
Did I fall off? Got you in your room, ripping every chronic poster on your wall off. It's cause I put away the sawed off. Now I got you sitting back with a smirk, listening with your arms crossed. Questioning Dre's credibility. Wondering if it's still in me to produce hits. Y'all be killing me as if I need to make more. I got a mansion and 6 cars that I paid for. Suck my dick. Hello. We came a long way from not giving a fuck. Selling tapes out of a trunk to moving this far up. Now we got the whole world starstruck. Made $1 million plus and still don't give a motherfuck. Motherfucker, I'm Dre. I don't need your respect. I don't need to make another album, bitch. I don't gotta do shit. I do it because I want to, not to stay in the game. Fuck the fame. I'm still staying the same, little bitch. I started this gangsta shit, and that's the motherfucking thanks I get.
Hello, I started this gangsta shit, and that's the motherfucking thanks I get. Hello.
Look at these niggas with attitudes. 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 Look at these niggas with attitudes.
Let's roll to the stove, easy so we can buy us some OE 40 OZs. Get a buzz with the thugs in the neighborhood's black, but buy a couple of extra ones for the neighborhood black.
Thinking you'll be drinking out my bottle, bitch, that's bullshit. Still got semen on your lips from the homie sick. Shit, you're the homegirl, but shit, you're like a loose goose. So give me a couple of dollars so I can bring you back the deuce.
We'll bring BG Knocker back a motherfucking 40. So me and my nigga Big Boy can go and cop some endo, and we'll be right back at you niggas with a quick fast. Guys, don't forget to buy a couple of packs of zigzags. Sippin' on a 40. And smoking endo. Wow, wow, wow. Sippin' on a 40. And smoking endo.
Got to the stove, all the 40Os was kinda hot.
Get this shit or not.
Now let's roll to another spot. Back in the fold to another stove.
I told you to stop on the 24th, keep the cold brew. Go down to Segundo when I want me to make them right.
The store ain't in sight.
Nigga, it's right past the next light. Pass across the light. Now here's what you gotta do. Get in your left lane to make the motherfucking you.
Let's get 10 40s and at least 10 22s. That should be enough for the whole motherfucking crew. Plus they got endo, a niggas gonna be double
Oh,
bags.
give me some zigzags and 2 packs of double mints. Young Trace, what's up? Did you bring back some gum? Good, now a nigga breath won't be your hum. Now pass me a stick so I can spit game at this trick. This beer breath and tricks don't.
Y'all don't give a fuck with a punk bitch stink. Cause my breath always stink every time I take a drink. 40s I be down and I'm drowning myself. Let me hit the joint and I'll be clowning everybody else.
You won't be clowning me cause I got jokes for your trick ass. Oh bitch, you tryna bag, I got jokes for your bitch ass. Well let me hit the joint once again and we can go G. But oh, let me take another sip off the OE.
All right, that ended just in time. So I just felt like streaming some Fire Emblem tonight. I haven't played it in a while, so well, a while being a couple of days. So yeah, let's get into it. So last time did the story mission, where he had to defeat that lord who was starting an uprising. So now I'm back in the school, and I just gotta do my daily duties as a teacher. But first, I thought, what would be a great way to start the stream is to watch all the cutscenes for the support levels. So let's do that for a bit. So let's see, Hubert and Linhart. Let's see how this turns out.
Well, this is fascinating. Following this equation... Linhart. Here again, I see. Go away, Hubert. Now is not a good time. Ah, yes. The double line becomes a helix, and its arc... No, that cannot be correct.
Now is exactly the time. Lady Edelgard requests your presence. Come. The lecture is about to start.
Politely inform her that my research is vastly more important than whatever it is she has to say.
While your passion may be admirable, it is sadly misdirected. This matter takes priority. Return to your hobby when your duty is done.
Hobby? But this research will most certainly prove useful in the future.
The Empire requires you to be useful now. I should think you would want the same. You have an almost unparalleled intellect, a singular focus, and unfettered imagination. In truth, you have talents that many, including myself, will never have the privilege of possessing.
Are you complimenting me, Hubert? That alone deserves to be studied.
Let me finish. I haven't an ounce of respect for the cause you have chosen to waste your talents on, which changes frequently, I might add, with no rhyme, reason, or results. Learn to apply yourself to something constructive. You may still have a bright future.
That sounds suspiciously as if you're not going to leave me alone. I just want to live a life doing things that interest me. Is that so wrong?
That is unacceptable, even for a nobleman. Her Highness will soon ascend the throne. She is attempting to deal with such noble privilege head-on.
You have a point, and I understand where you're coming from. But I can't do it. I can't bring myself to work for someone else.
Pathetic. Keep to your books, then. Goodbye, Linhart.
That was pretty interesting. No, not really. I always find these cutscenes to be kind of boring banter, but they're necessary for advancing relationships.
I do believe a nap is in order.
Ah, this is lovely. Just feel that breeze.
Dorothea, whatever are you doing here?
I was thinking of relaxing here, but it looks as if someone else is lounging in my spot already. Taking a nap in public like this? Really, Lynn. The nobles look down on such behavior.
You do know I am of noble birth.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just teasing. You never do act very noble, though. Why is that?
Each person must follow their own way. This is how I prefer to live. Even if some of the more pretentious nobles like to poke fun at my ways.
Doesn't that bother you? I mean, really? It doesn't hurt your pride or anything?
What use is pride? It doesn't feed nor clothe you. It offers no warmth on a cold night.
First time I've heard a noble say something like that.
Well, most nobles are... oh, what is the polite way to say it? Fools. Yes, they are fools. As for myself, my father is the Minister of Domestic Affairs, and he has pride enough for the both of us. For example, did you know he and the Minister of Military Affairs cannot get along, although they value each other greatly? His pride gets in the way, so he can't make amends. That is why there is discord between civil ministers and military officers in the Empire. And so pride serves no good purpose in politics either. So tell me, what use is it?
I wonder if bad blood between civil and military leaders is somewhat unavoidable. The Minister of Domestic Affairs is in charge of all civil officials, so if they just give in easily, their subordinates would lose respect, right? I get the feeling that if your pride isn't equal to the responsibility you bear, then you aren't fit to lead. Also, I happen to think pride can be quite charming.
And how necessary is charm? It just gets in the way of living your life.
If you lack charm, nobody will give you a second glance.
Right, which means more time for napping.
Lynn, you can't really believe what you're saying, can you?
So just more noble banter. We just get some, just got some backstory off of Minecraft. Alright, time for Bernadetta.
It's peaceful here. Flowers are so calming. Just looking at these, it's like all the terrible parts of the day just disappear. If only people could be more like flowers. What's Bern doing? She looks like there's something wrong. All these nobles are just terrifying. And the commoners? Just look at Dorothea. So pretty, popular, dazzling. There's no way someone like me could ever be close with someone like that. Bern, are you okay? Dorothea! Did you hear all that? Just the part about you wishing you could get along with someone. So, Bern, who have you got a crush on? Seriously now, you have to tell me. Who are they? Do I know them? I'm so excited for you, Bern. No. I was actually thinking about being friends with you. Me? I thought we already were friends. That's not what I mean. Oh, I'm such a coward. I thought it would be great if we could be closer. But old memories just get in the way for me. Bern, whatever happened in the past, you know you have my full support. I'm here for you. I thought we'd already been friends for a long time now. Please, just forget it. We'll never be close friends. Father would just... He would just... No! Wait, Father? What did she mean by that?
Okay, off to Petra.
Ferdinand? Our professor is wanting to see you. He has much concentration right now. I will wait for him to be finished reading.
Diplomacy has an effect upon weapons development. Yes, that makes sense. Oh, Petra! How long have you been there?
A short time. You were devoting all of your attention to that book.
Forgive me, I was fully absorbed in my reading. I see you have been reading as well. Anything interesting?
I am studying the history of Fodlan.
A history book? What a keen student you are. And it's about House Hresfeld. Certainly a stimulating topic.
I am wishing to learn all about Fodlan. What is the book you are reading?
Oh, this? This relates to a little hobby of mine. The regional history of weapons development in Fodlan. Militaries have to adapt their weapons according to terrain and climate. And they have to keep up with technologies in other regions. It's very interesting.
Yes, it is interesting. I see why you would be enjoying that kind of reading.
Oh, does that excite your curiosity too? Perhaps you would care to read more about it then. This is just one of 18 volumes, and our library has the entire collection.
I give you my gratitude. Research of weapons could be a good reference for me. Oh, please take my apologies. I was meaning to tell you that our professor is wanting to see you.
Oh, it is not like you to forget something. I suppose I ought to be going then.
Yes, it is a rarity that I forget something. But it is not impossible.
sorry about that. Just had to take care of something. Okay, so that we're almost finished with all the cutscenes here. So I think it should just be Caspar and Emblem left. Yeah. Then we can just continue on with our Skuool.
Training again. You're certainly working hard, Caspar.
Oh, Edelgard! You scared me. You should have said something.
I did, but no matter. What has you training with such intensity? It's never good to neglect one's training, but overdoing it is ill-advised as well. You could already give any student here a battle they wouldn't soon forget.
You think so? Well, thanks. I appreciate that. I can't really stop training, though. I gotta get better if I expect to get anywhere in this world.
If memory serves, you're the second son of House Bergleys, right?
That's right. My older brother is the heir, and there are already too many mouths to feed in our family, so I can't count on any support. I pretty much have to make it on my own, you know?
I understand. It's difficult being born a noble. Those who inherit everything also inherit great burdens, but the same can be said of those who inherit nothing.
What are you talking about? I don't have any troubles. Who cares if I don't inherit anything? It just means I get to cut a path to my own future. You know what your problem is, Edelgard? You always have to make everything about you.
Are you picking a fight, Caspar?
Hey, now come on. I didn't mean to be disrespectful. Always happy to fight, though, if that's what you want.
I have no desire to bicker with you. Good luck with your training. Goodbye.
What was that about? I'll never understand her.
Okay, that's a good way to kill at the beginning of the stream. Alright, so that's out of the way. And let's explore the monastery, and hopefully something will come up. Let's see, who can I talk to?
How's that?
Someone here I can talk to.
You spend too much time roaming the monastery. If you're looking for something, try less aimless wandering.
Let's see. I was thinking about the enemy's objective. I'll go.
Do you even know who the enemy is? You can't know why without knowing who. It's none of my business anyway. I'm just here to take care of enemies who get too close.
Let's see, any training I can do? Nah, don't really care for lance or bow skills. Too much. Yes. Yeah. Nothing useful. Lost item.
It's not mine. You should.
No.
It's not mine.
Okay. Let's see. Request in the academy. Okay. I'll do that first. Know your enemy. I'm seeking assistance for the matter of Gravenhorn's more details to come. Let's do that quest.
Professor. People die in every battle, and it can be by sword or spear or magic, but depending on who it is that died, depending on who died, it's different.
It's different if it's someone you know who was lost.
I hope nothing bad happens this month.
No, that sounds like a death call right there.
I'm sorry, but that's not mine.
That's probably Caspar's maybe. If I can find him around here. Let's see what Eldad wants.
Our enemy's true target. What could it be? The monastery has been around for nearly a millennium. It's only logical that there are secrets here. We'd better investigate. Would you mind asking around and seeing what you can dig up? Once you've uncovered some leads, we'll regroup. I have a favor to ask.
If we only knew the enemy's true aim, we might have something to work with. Let's look around the monastery and see if we can learn any new information. ask around for info.
Professor.
There's some people I can talk to around here, so I'll talk to them.
The monks declined my offer of assistance. They said that no one from Duskur is to be trusted, especially now. Given the circumstances, I cannot fault them.
Let's check out the golden deer.
There's been talk of an attempt on Rhea's life. We've been ordered to help the Knights patrol. Could that possibly mean that Rhea isn't beloved by everyone the world over?
It seems there were forces opposing the church, beyond Lord Lonato. I never thought such forces could exist in this world.
We only know a small part of this world. That's not
I suppose that may be true.
That's very nice.
Oh, Professor. Hello. Excuse me, I have to go.
Nope. Can't recruit her yet.
I don't know who's to blame for all this commotion, but it's frankly a huge inconvenience. With everyone stuck on guard duty, our study and training time has been drastically reduced.
I actually wonder what would happen if you just lose everybody. Like you just end up killing all the students. Except for you and the main host leader. Would the game have to invent transfer students? Or it'd just be like a game over? Or you'd just be stuck? Or you only have like 2 characters to work with? Kinda curious about that. I wanna try it out.
Hello.
Maybe on New Game Plus or something. If I ever get to New Game Plus here.
Lord Lonato's rebellion may have been quelled, but the unrest in Fargus isn't dying down anytime soon. The Boar Prince should hurry up and claim the throne, rather than letting old customs hold him back.
Fighting tournaments have not been unlocked yet. Okay.
You're skilled. Why won't you battle me?
I'm not sure where that would belong to. Probably, Catherine. I think. Badge of Glory to graduation. Gerard.
Your skill.
Dr. Bernadetta. Yeah.
Hi. If you're looking for something, I probably can't help you. I still don't know what's where around here.
Didn't I see you in the dining hall last night?
Hey, I get hungry sometimes. Like anyone else. What? Eating at night is bad for you? There's no way that's true. Wait, really?
So it's a lost item. No, nothing I can give her. Nothing that makes sense to give her. I'll talk to Raphael. If I can find him. Oh, there. No.
I bet the enemy is using this assassination nonsense just to sneak in and raid the pantry. What do you think, Professor?
Yeah, that makes total sense.
Oh, I'm right, all right. My animal instinct is telling me that the enemy is after our best meats.
Did you know that on the last day of the rite, the monastery is open to the general public? It's kind of fun. It makes the place feel like a festival.
No classes on a festival day. I thought I'd get to spend all day relaxing in the company of some lovely ladies. But now this mess has happened. Hey, Professor. I know there's talk of an assassination attempt, but do you really think they'll do it on the day of the Rite of Rebirth? I feel like security would be looser some other time. Is there some reason why it has to happen on that day?
It's probably just make a big spectacle out of it. If I were to guess why it's happening on a special day. Because they want people to know about it. I think Hubert's on the other side. Okay. Echo's here.
In Bridget, assassinations are many. I have also been the targeted, back in the past.
I'm happy you survived.
The Goddess Tower has an entrance of narrowness. That is most good. The windows are not the most good, though. A target of ease for snipers.
Alright. Where is Hugo? Where can I find Huberts? Yeah, just gives me a general area. I'm just looking around.
Really?
Speaking of, can you imagine the Archbishop being murdered? I prefer not to consider such a gruesome scenario.
Of course.
Awfully calm, aren't you? I wonder what it takes to rile you up. Can you imagine? I prefer not.
Let's see.
Yes, that is mine.
Yeah.
Thank you. Where did you find it?
There we go. That was the right one.
Let's see. All this talk of assassination plots. It brings back dark memories I prefer to keep buried. I doubt there is any correlation, and yet... it is nothing. I am sorry for allowing my mind to wander. My focus should be solely on guarding the monastery right now.
I hear you have fought alongside Catherine. I would wager that her power exceeded your expectations. Had you the chance to witness her relic? Thunderbrand, glowing red. That glow is a sure sign that her blood contains a crest that harmonizes with that hero's relic.
Let's see.
See Caspar and Mercedes around here somewhere.
Right.
I figured it out, Professor. The enemy must be targeting Lady Rhea. They're gonna make it seem like they're going after something else, but then they're gonna go for her. Impressive, right? I'm telling you, my intuition's never wrong. Hey, I got a favor to ask.
Hey, do you know about the fighting tournaments here at the monastery? Here anyone can get involved. Oh, I know. You and I should sign up, Professor. Sure. Let's do it. think he has the coat.
Yeah, that's definitely mine. You really saved me with this. I owe you one, Professor.
There's a blue thing here. Artificial flower. Wears flashy clothes. It's not Mercedes, that's for sure. I don't think it's Mercedes. For what I know. I've never really interacted with Mercedes.
Let's see.
It's not here. Maybe she's here? No, it's there. I don't think she'd be here. No, she wouldn't be here.
Professor Yuritsa seems very familiar to me, but I don't recognize his name. I guess the resemblance could be coincidental. But I don't recognize...
Lost end. What do I have? I think these gifts are mainly for the old
Professor!
people. Oh, okay, I thought she had something to say to me.
Setting fire to the stables to distract everyone, to cause a commotion. It is the oldest trick in the book, but I cannot shake the thought that our enemies may attempt it. I will stand guard and watch over the stable, and the knight's horses. They are truly magnificent. Please, do me a favor.
I made a dreadful mistake and ended up with two of the same tea set. Now I must gift one of them to someone who appreciates its value. Could you help me find someone deserving of such a precious gift? Alright. I would take it. I love tea. Give it to someone who appreciates tea.
Oh.
Oh shit. I accidentally spilled.
I've heard talk of students wandering the monastery late at night. They wouldn't happen to be from your class, would they? Please keep your students in line, Professor. Kids these days.
Well, technically I am a kid, because I think I'm only 17 or 18. Yeah, I'm only 17 or 18. It's, in the in-game world. I'm gonna head back to where Caspar was. I think there's a quest mark over there, but I wonder if it's Caspar or someone around him that knows Edelgard's thing.
Professor?
Someone near Caspar.
Do you know what this room is? It is the church's treasure vault. I say treasure, but I do not mean silver and gold and jewels. It mostly contains weapons, artifacts, and the like. Anything that would cause too great a stir, should it be stolen? No. The church knows better than to store anything too valuable in such an accessible location.
Investigation note number 4. Yeah, that's a weird place.
Professor?
Professor! Lady Rhea lifts the spirits of all the people of Fodlan. We cannot allow her to come to any harm.
See, gifts.
No, that's not my... No, that's... No. No,
No, that...
Okay, that doesn't work. I was gonna see if I could find a gift I can give her.
So... Greetings, Professor. Nothing to report. The goddess's rite of rebirth is this month, right? The monastery gates will be thrown wide open on that day. I'll be working as a guide. I hope I get to guide some lovely ladies around.
Welcome. Please come again.
Hello there.
What do you require?
Yeah, I do. Let me go.
Farewell.
Hello. Oh.
Yeah, not the blacksmith yet.
Professor.
That's right. I've been in town procuring some supplies for Flame.
Did you encounter any danger?
No. But do not concern yourself for my safety. I am very much stronger than I appear. I have something to ask of you.
That band of thieves has been raiding villages in north of Vargas. Reports indicate they have made an old tower their stronghold. Do you have any idea where this might be? Where it might be? Some more information gathering missions, huh? Yeah, let's head to the dining hall, which is close by.
So sleepy. Too sleepy. I found an interesting book in the library. Got so caught up reading it, I forgot to sleep. Interesting discovery, though. The coffins of the 4 saints in the sanctum each have their crests carved into them. I'll need to find a way down there to get a look.
That's so. Something in the monastery that someone might go after? There's so much here, I couldn't possibly name just one. Even this here kitchen contains precious wares, wine bottles from centuries past and the like. I hear that stuff is fancy, but not very drinkable. I doubt anyone would go to the trouble of stealing it.
Have you heard? Rumor has it that Death himself has been appearing in Garreg Mach. They say he appears every night and kidnaps folks. I wonder what happens to them.
I want to see lost items belong to her.
A lost item? I haven't seen it. Oh, that! I thought it was gone for good. How did you know it was mine?
No, because you mentioned the school name, so I thought you were there. You were from there. Totally guessed that one.
What's the matter? You're running all over creation. Ah, you don't believe Lady Rhea is the real target, do you? Even so, the knights have their orders. We can't abandon our duty to guard Lady Rhea. The goddess's rite of rebirth is an important event for the Church of Seros. They say it's the day when the goddess will return to walk among us. Not too likely, if you ask me.
So the birth of
Best if
Christ.
you keep that to yourself.
But this is the second coming of Christ, where he'll come back and walk among us. Maybe, hope, maybe. Yeah, I think I'll have lunch or cook with someone in my class that has low confidence, low motivation. Edelgard, Lynn had to use some motivation. Petra. So I guess something with Edelgard and Petra, if I can find it. Oh yeah, this fish sandwich. Edelgard. Petra.
Do you miss the food of your homeland, Petra? I wish there was a way to get some for you.
I have gratitude for your kindness, but it is okay. I am liking the food of Fodlan.
That's good. It would be like the greatest instructor around. Taking my students out for lunch. Just like every good instructor does. Sure, let's go visit Dorothea. See how she's doing.
Well, I had fun today. Of course. You want to see me again, yes?
Of course. I'd love to, Dorothea.
Well, until we meet again. Oh! Hello, Professor. Were you watching that?
That's a different guy than I saw yesterday. I saw you with yesterday.
Yes. Is there a problem with that? Look, I know what I'm doing. My claim as a diva won't last forever, after all. I must look to the future. As a man, you may not feel so rushed about these things, but I know my beauty will eventually fade.
See, we all feel anxiety about it.
You? Really? I never would have guessed. Anyway, I'm not just playing games with these boys. This is for my future. You have no right to object. I very much want to find a good partner here at the Academy. Someone who will take care of me for the rest of my life.
Do what you will, or is that what you really want?
Finding someone to take care of me? Of course it is. Who could ask for anything more? Anyway, I value your opinion, Professor, but I won't have you interfering with my life plans. Unless you'd like to take care of me into my old age. That'd be something, eh? How about it, Professor?
Okay.
I wasn't... You aren't being serious, are you? I was just teasing. Or did you really just consider spending your whole life with me? If you did, that actually makes me... It makes me happy. I had no idea you might look at me that way. You've gotten awfully quiet. You might even be blushing a bit. Have I embarrassed you? If so, I'm very, very sorry. I should be going anyway. I'll see you later, Professor.
Oh, there's a thing back there. No, down here.
The goddess's rite of rebirth is the most significant ritual for the Church of Seros. Could it be that someone has spread these rumors of an assassination plot merely with the intention to hinder the celebration?
Receiving gifts like night gifts. Actually, yeah, decent.
How kind of you.
Complete that quest.
Oh, most kind. Thank you for bringing this to me. I don't recall.
I will have to repay you sometime.
Inviting to tea. You may now invite your allies to tea for a chance to bond. It is possible to invite those outside your house too, behind a support line.
Okay?
Hey.
There's a light there last time. I didn't know how to get to it.
Professor, I hope you're well. As for me, I had a date with a splendid specimen of a knight. But now he's suddenly not in the mood to see me again. I blame all these rumors of a deathly figure showing up in town. Such an uproar must have, beyond reason, drawn his attention away from me. Professor, as for me, I blame all...
Yeah, let's rank up this.
Practice yields results.
What?
Let's go to the greenhouse next. See where we can harvest, because I remember planting some things. Tomato and some more seeds. Plant these foldable seeds.
Maybe. It would be terrible if the greenhouse was targeted. The plants in here are incredibly valuable. This place contains the heart of Garrett Mock's 995-year history. So many beautiful flowers, plants that can save or end lives. They are all my precious children.
Yeah, I think I got 2 more investigation. No, 4 more investigation, that's why. What's with the glowing?
Let's see.
Professor.
No, it's items. Back to the reception hall.
That reminds me.
Well done. You have my thanks.
Conrad Tower. Yes, I suppose I would make a sensible base for a group of thieves. I'll use this information to investigate the matter. Yeah, my thanks. Enter a fighting turn. Bringing allies are good with swords, so ring Petra. So it's kind of like a chicken fight. Yeah, it's like a cockfight.
One more success.
You just bring in your best person to duke it out with other people. And you get money for it. It's essentially like a cockfight.
I will not be stopping.
Yeah, I can go with one more. got one more.
My heart is full of victory.
We'll do 7. Yeah, as long as they don't hit twice, that'll be okay. Oh, yeah. You're gonna have to go off.
I will not be stopping.
I'm gonna heal for this.
Witness frigid pride.
No, woman's holding it.
I'm glad I asked you.
So there are any more glowing things, as far as I can tell, so I'm gonna head to the church.
Well...
About 20 or so years ago, there was a big fire in Garreg Mach. On that day, Captain Geralt went missing. Everyone thought he was dead. It never occurred to me that he might actually have survived. The truly strange part is that in all those years, he hasn't changed a bit.
Let's see. There's a drawing what looks like a student throwing trash on the ground. Let's add trash bins throughout the monastery. Yes, Cyril is satisfied. It's a new place in town that I hear is really tasty food. I asked him to hold 2 seats under my name, but I don't know who I should go with. She is still being here. Damn. I messed up there.
That remind people seem to think that all the Knights of Seiros are equal, but that isn't quite so. There are many distinguishing ranks within the Order. For example, there are squires who are training to become knights, as well as full knights, like myself. Oh, and then we have the holy knights, such as Catherine. Those are the knights that can wield a hero's relic.
Listen, the goddess's home is in the sky. She lives on a bright and shining star. But in the spring, you can't see that star. That means she can't protect Fodlan. That's why we all celebrate the day when her star returns to the sky. That's the day of the rite of rebirth. See? See? I've been studying. I know just about everything.
Good job, kid. Good job.
Well... Have you visited the Goddess Tower? It's a sacred place used for rituals and the like. In general, students aren't allowed entry. But as you'd expect, that rule just excites their curiosity. Some have even tried sneaking in. Well, at least for this month, that kind of behavior is totally unthinkable. We have a lot more security, what with the goddess's rite of rebirth coming up.
So there's one more note I have to get. No, 3 more notes I have to get.
May I say?
You're kidding.
I can't stop thinking about Lonato. I'm sorry, Professor. I know this isn't the time, but I just can't get past it.
There's nothing to be done.
Thank you. No matter what happens, I promise you I'll do my part.
Let's see. Any lost items I can give him?
This...
Professor, I am afraid I have acted a bit childishly toward my brother recently. Given the circumstances, I requested that he provide me with some candies. Silly of me, really. The timing was improper, and I regret it very much now. Oh, but more importantly, this place is off limits, Professor. It is only open to the public on the day of the goddess's rite of rebirth.
You know, they might be stealing items from here. That's why. Because if this place is only open during the rebirth ceremony, they're gonna target this place.
I wonder who this...
Here's an idea.
He likes telling jokes.
On the day of the rite, the monastery will be open to the public, including the Holy Mausoleum. The Holy Mausoleum is where the tomb of the divine Saros lies. There she slumbers, eternally. That's pretty much all that's in there. Just an ancient coffin. It's sealed with a powerful magic to protect against would-be grave robbers.
I'm just seeing if there's anything else glowing on the map. On this floor. Thinking maybe around here. I'm gonna double check. I did not know you could do first person.
Oh.
More seeds. Oh, I can invite someone to tea, but I don't think I have the activity points for it.
Right.
Yeah, this is where I would have tea. Angelica seeds. 5-star seeds. Yeah, I think that's about it for this area. I'm gonna head upstairs. Found someone to give me more XP. The complete gardening guide. An illustrated beginner's guide to the basics of greenhouse gardening includes detailed descriptions of standard procedures and common pitfalls. It is the perfect book for anyone with a budding passion for gardening. That would give me actual gardening skills and not just XP.
There are numerous books in this library that you cannot find anywhere else. But once you are here, you can read them easily enough. I doubt someone would go to the trouble of stealing one. Sometimes Seteth will dispose of books that are deemed inappropriate for the monastery, but that's about it. In a way, I suppose that makes those particular volumes more valuable, right?
I guess so. Can I go upstairs?
That boy who assists the Archbishop. Cyril, I believe? I hear he's originally from a foreign land to the east, called Almyra. I know he's still only a child, but I do wonder about his true intentions.
That's racist. She's racist. Just because some kid is from some faraway land, thinks he's a spy, it's racist. She's racist. What could the crest be?
Unbelievable. What a terrifying story. However, an assassination attempt on Lady Rhea is doomed to fail. Pardon? You think the goal may be different than simple assassination? Intriguing. I suppose the priceless objects in this room could perhaps draw thieves. However, there's no one but me who could make use of them. Unbelievable. Pardon? Intriguing.
Gifts.
I'm not sure what. I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
No, I tried. I'm not sure what you're supposed to do with the crest analyzer. Maybe you're supposed to use activity points to learn about it. But I wasted it all on food.
Well, you'd best keep your distance. In this nervous state, I might just cut you down.
Well, I dare you.
Oh, come on, I'm only kidding. Not much.
Okay. That'd be the most obvious choice, but guess it's not hers. So I guess it's up to Rhea and Long.
I am grateful. Might you have come looking for me because you were worried about my safety?
I was worried. Or no. Enemy could have other things.
I'm quite all right. But your concern means a great deal.
Somewhere. Last person I had to talk to. Maybe at this fort.
Really?
Yeah, there she is.
Professor. Hey, did you hear? A knight wielding a scythe is roaming around town at night. If he's a villain, I'd like to get the measure of him.
Let's check last items.
Someone lost this? Some people... Oh, that's mine! Thanks so much for finding it. Someone lost this? Someone lost... Someone lost...
Alright. Yeah, I think that's it for the exploration, so I think we're ready to advance it to next week. Wait, oh, never mind. I got to finish the quest with Edelgard first, then we can advance to the next week.
Professor. I knew I could count on you. There's a place that the church values above all others. On the day of the rite, it will be open to the public. That will make it much easier than usual to access.
The Holy Mausoleum.
Precisely. We can't know for certain, but it's a distinct possibility that the Holy Mausoleum is our enemy's target.
Yes, I think so too.
How did you know this was mine? Thank you, my teacher. A lost item. A lost item.
Well, it's probably for Ferdinand. So I hit my computer. Alright, so I think that's it. Then advance to delete. I'm gonna instruct manual. Yeah, because Edelgard needs the heavy armor skill, I think.
I'm improving.
Oops.
I still have much to learn.
You not mean to do that twice.
You have my thanks for your support.
Once he was close to leveling up, actually Ferdinand can up his riding, horseback riding.
Never underestimate a noble. Seems simple enough. I am quite pleased.
Oops.
I am beginning to understand.
Okay,
I appreciate your coach.
Alright, one more class. Who's close to leveling up? Something. Let's do Petra. Almost leveling up her fist weapons.
You have my thanks for your support. One step before the next step.
Let's begin the lecture.
Question for you.
Such interesting ideas you seem to have, Professor. But please tell me this. What would you do if you were given the task of teaching a subject that you yourself do not understand? I'd take the time to study the subject before teaching.
That was surprisingly reasonable.
He's a reasonable person.
Professor?
Let's see, update goals. She wants a reason to excel as a warlock. Yeah, her sword skills are never that great. I mainly used her for thunder skills, so yeah, becoming a warlock seems like the natural choice. St. Caitlin Day is today. There will be a hymn recital. Will you participate? Yeah, sure. Why not?
Our voices are all over the place. We must learn to work together in harmony.
I may sound terrible, but you won't notice when everyone else sings too.
Yeah, it's host a tea party. Host tea parties a bond with your allies. The charm stats of Violet and the guests will increase too if you have a good if you are a good host. Try to pick conversation topics that you think your guests will like. If they're having fun, they'll make choose topics of their own as well. Keeping your guests happy, and they'll stay as long as you like. Let's see. So she likes these teas all the same, so I'm just gonna go with the.
I'm honored that you invited me. You know about my favorite tea. I am moved. I'm ever so grateful. Delicious.
It's a waifu symbol. It's good. Guess she liked to receive.
So soothing.
You seem well. Fashion.
You are an interesting person, Professor. You do not seem to know much about yourself.
Perfect tea time. Let's give her ancient sunflower.
I shall take it.
Observe.
You look odd today. Are you feeling all right? Right. Have some, Professor. Have some, Professor. Have some, Professor. It is a different style from everyone's uniforms, but I do love the patterning on the hem. Professor! Huh? Oh! What? Delicious. What? Well? Oh! You look odd today. Are you feeling all... Have some, Professor. It is a different style from everyone's uniform.
Okay, so you can just observe things that are different with them.
You look odd today. Have some, Professor. Right. Right. Huh?
Yeah, okay. I think I'm done now. I'm done for now.
That tea was very delicious. Please take care, Professor.
Oh yeah, definitely tea parties are worth it more than flowers now. We have tea parties for everyone.
I think we can do it.
We can do this.
We did it!
My efforts were not in vain.
You asked for it. That was good, man. So, people seminar more this week. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna end the stream here. Thanks for coming out. I'll have this up on YouTube as soon as possible.